Well, we're at Yellowstone Falls, and I've got to say that even before we started to come to Yellowstone Park, I knew this was the place that we were going to paint. This is red rock, and you actually have to hike down. And the reason why I'm so excited about this place, this is the actual place that Albert Bierstadt and Thomas Moran painted. So I knew that it would make for a perfect composition. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Now this time, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to sketch the entire painting with blue. Again, this is just a sketch. Very quickly, we're going to sketch this pretty fast. I want to get painting pretty fast because I'm so excited about being up here that I'm going to do this a little differently. Rather than sketch everything in detail, I'm going to just sketch the main masses. And then there's a row of pine trees and a little bit of a mountain. Now this area in here is all going to be in shadow. It's going to actually frame my painting. So I'm going to put a very quick wash of cobalt blue. With the burnt sienna, it will create a nice dark frame. And these trees are going to grow off of this dark area. Now to the right, there's these wonderful Gothic spires that come up out of these wonderful angles. So let's put one of those in. It's a little obstructive from where I'm at, so I'm actually going to remove the tree that's in front and bring it out into my painting just all by itself. And we're ready to start painting. We're going to have just a little bit of sky showing through. This is just cobalt blue and white. Okay, now with my sky done, we're going to start working on the next row of mountains. These mountains are fairly close, so that we don't have to worry about a real soft value. These trees are far away, and there's just a real soft edge. I'm going to take exactly the same color, even with less white, and I'm going to put the next row of trees in. These trees should appear even darker than the ones that I just put in. So we create 3 rows of trees in a matter of seconds. And while I'm at it, I'm just going to bring a little bit of this detail along the ridge of my mountain right against that sky, just to soften that edge even more. You want soft edges on the area of your painting that is not really the focal point, so that the viewer doesn't concentrate on it. And now I'm going to pull a little bit of this color from this rock formation, and I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to lay in the shadow for this formation. So I'm borrowing a little from this rock to paint that rock. Also, there's some little tiny trees in the background. So what we want to do is we want to very lightly just hit the fan brush onto this wet paint and create little tiny trees on the background mountains. Just with the hit of the fan brush. Okay, now with my trees done, I need to put a little bit of detail onto my rocks. I'm going to switch to my flat bristle brush. I'm going to mix a cool color because most of these rocks are in shadow. And I'm just very quickly going to add a reflected light on these rocks. Now notice the blue. Now in close-up this seems very, very bright, but in contrast to the rest of the painting, this is cool and it's actually dark. Okay, now I want to put in a few little bushes, so this can just give the illusion of bushes and shrubs. Now with that done, we're ready to sign the painting. So I'm going to switch to my small signature brush, and we're going to conclude this wonderful day at Yellowstone.